of Tathastu-ICS YouTube. My deep condolences and gratitude to India's bravest scientist and the beloved son of Bharat Mata, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan ji. Today, M.S. Swaminathan ji is not with us with his physical body, but he will be always with us with his ideas, with his visionary actions, what he has taken to make the India self-reliant in food grains, in agriculture. Friends, Swaminathan says, if agriculture goes wrong, nothing else will have a chance to go right. This statement has a deep understanding. If the country which has not a good track of agricultural development, not a good track of farmers' betterment, not a good track of the food security, it means that there will not have a chance to go right. You cannot go right. A nation cannot go right. A society cannot go right. Therefore, the visionary idea of M.S. Swaminathan ji has the deep understanding for the agricultural advancement of our country. Friends, today we will talk about M.S. Swaminathan ji, his achievement, his inspiration, his intuition and his visionary ideas with respect to India, with respect to the agricultural advancement of our country and with respect to attain the food security. In order to understand this, we need to understand that some basic information regarding M.S. Swaminathan ji. M.S. Swaminathan ji born in 1925 in Tamil Nadu. He was from Tamil Nadu. He has completed his BSc in Agriculture at Madras University, University of Madras right now, located in state of Tamil Nadu. At that time, he has completed his BSc in Agriculture. He was inspired by Gandhiji and Sri Raman Maharshi. Have you heard the name of Sri Raman Maharshi? He was the spiritual saint of South India, who has a great impact on the many social reformer scientists of our country, and Gandhiji, who has a great impact on the millions of Indians, who has given the life in service to them. M.S. Swaminathan ji was also inspired from Gandhiji and Sri Raman Maharshi ji. He also inspired from the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. Now you imagine the person whose childhood days was inspired from Gandhiji, Sri Raman Maharshi, Swami Vivekananda. Can you believe that child was normal? Normal in the sense of understanding, normal in the sense of vision, normal in the sense of inspiration. Was that child normal? No. That child has a deep understanding of the society, deep understanding of the humanity, and so M.S. Swaminathan was also. When Vinoba Bhave started the Bhudan mission after the India got independence, his family member donated 1/3 of his land for the Vinoba Bhave's Bhudan mission. Now you understand the environment of his family, the environment, the idea of his family, the value of his family, and the value which was made M.S. Swaminathan. That time, he also observed the Bengal's famines during the World War II, and he has seen that millions of Indians died because we don't have food to feed them. This was the heart-touching moment for all the Indians, and M.S. Swaminathan was deeply observing all these incidents in India of that time. Dear friends, after that, he chose agricultural science for food security. For this information, I want to share some inspiring story of MS Swaminathan ji. Because of the pressure from the society, the pressure from the family, he also cleared the civil services examination and became an IPS officer. But very soon he left that job and he chose to study the plant genetics. He want to study regarding the genetics, plant genetics, and to do further research in agricultural science, because in the Bengal famines, because of the Gandhiji ideas, because of the Raman Maharshi ideas, the teachings of Swami Vivekananda, he was deeply inspired to eliminate the hunger from this country, to eliminate the poverty due to food insecurity from the country, to eliminate the fear of food insecurity from the country. Therefore, he left the IPS job and chose the agricultural science in order to attain the food security for all people of our country. He was Swaminathan. This was the person who made, this was the idea who made the simple boy of Madras, MS Swaminathan. This is the idea behind this. Now, after that, in his achievement, I want to share some of his achievements, some of his posts, some of the responsibility what he attained in his life, that is very much inspiring for us. Then we will discuss some biggest contribution of MS Swaminathan ji in our country. Then we will also discuss some of the books written by him. We will also discuss other important contributions of Swaminathan ji in today's lecture. Dear friends, he was the director of Indian Agriculture Research Institute from 1961 to 72. Indian Agriculture Research Institute. This is one of the premier research institute of our country who contributed a lot in the agricultural science. And this is the result which makes the India from food insufficient to food sufficient, and now we are the net exporter of foods in the world. This is the reason behind that. This was the vision of this institute, and he served as a director of Indian Agriculture Research Institute from 1961 to 72. Friends, he was also the secretary of the Government of India, Department of Agriculture Research and Education from 1972 to 79. The great department, the department which has the great responsibility in the field of agriculture research and its education. After that, he served as the principal secretary to the Ministry of Agriculture from 1979 to 80. He not only stops here, he was also a member of Planning Commission in 1980 to 82. He was the Director General of International Rice Research Institute, Philippines from 1982 to 88. See the list of his achievements, the departments in which he served, all linked with the agricultural, food, to eliminate poverty of the country, which has the vital importance in order to bring the betterment of society and the betterment for all. That was the visionary ideas of MS Swaminathan ji. Dear friends, in 2004, he was appointed as chairman of the National Commission on Farmers. That time, there was a lot of problems happened due to the lack of policy and planning in the field of agriculture, in the management of the farmers' affairs. That's why the Government of India has put up one commission, and the Government of India has given the responsibility to MS Swaminathan ji to study the regions of stress, the region of suicide, the region of disappointment of the farmers of our country. Really, it is very disappointing for us when we see, when we listen the news of the farmer suicide. It is not a matter of just to think. It is a matter of to act. Why the farmer is suiciding? What are the reasons behind that? In 2004, the government of India has established has set up a commission and given the responsibility to MS Swaminathan ji to study that. What you look? First to look farmers stress suicide. This was the first commission to think over that. Other thing, he suggested minimum support price MSP. 2 years back, you all have heard a lot regarding the MSP in the farmers movement. Have you heard that? Near the Delhi, there was the farmers movement, farmer rally. Have you heard the term MSP? A lot about that. In 2004, MS Swaminathan has suggested the MSP should be at least 50% more than the weighted average cost of production. Think. This was for the welfare of the farmers of our country, and this was the contribution of MS Swaminathan. Not only this, I want to share you some more. What was that, respected friend? After that, I want to share you something that he was the mastermind behind the Green Revolution. India got independence in 1947, but there was some question. Does India got independence from poverty? Does India got independence from the food insecurity? Does India got the freedom from hunger? No. We have no freedom from all these things. We have the political freedom, of course we have, but does the independent country only stands with the political freedom? Is it possible? No. Therefore, the visionary scientist of our country, MS Swaminathan ji, he think that we need some revolution now. And what was that revolution? That revolution was in the fields of our country, the green field of our country, and that was the Green Revolution. That was to bring the food for all. That was to bring the agricultural revolution, and that was to bring back the prosperity of our country, the prosperity of our agricultural farmlands, because our country is ऋषि प्रधान, कृषि प्रधान. जैसा कि हम सभी कहते हैं कि देश हमारा कृषि प्रधान है, उसी समय in the same time the Prime Minister of our country, Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, also used to say, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. ये जय किसान कैसे होता? How we make it possible? Jai Jawan was made possible by the mastermind of MS Swaminathan ji, and that was Green Revolution. That was the Green Revolution. Friend, India from begging bowl to bread basket of the world into self-reliant in terms of rice. He has the visionary ideas that if we want to make self-reliant India in terms of food, we need to focus a lot on the research of rice, because rice is certain, you can say the food or the certain grains which has a great impact to eliminate the poverty, to eliminate the food insecurity and hunger. Therefore, he has given a lot of contribution. He has done a lot of research in the field of rice, how to make the production of rice so sustainable for our farmers, how to make the, you can say the production of rice so much sustainable, so much economical for our farmers that it must be adopt for our economy in that period of time when our economy was not such sustainable or stable. This was the contribution of MS Swaminathan ji. Now in the field of agronomy, what was that? Agronomy, potato research. You know, potato is a certain crop which has a great importance for the food of the person, either from the BPL or from the APL. This is one of the prime food of our people. And if we don't have a certain production of this prime food, how can we eliminate the poverty? Therefore, a lot of research and emphasis on the potato research. After that, we have the wheat species, radiation biology, He has a lot of research on radiation biology because he has understanding that the future of agriculture doesn't stop in the agricultural field only. The future of agriculture is food processing. The future of agriculture is agrotechnology. The future of agriculture is biotechnology. Therefore, he has the vision of understanding of the different aspects of agricultural advancement, and therefore he had a lot of research on the radiation biology. And he has the understanding of farmers' conscience. I told you in 2004, in 2004 only, appointed as the chairman of the National Commission on Farmers. He was so much connected with the issues of farmers. He was so much connected with the issues of the persons who is at the grassroots level. He was so much concerned about the people who have no foods to eat. He was so much concerned to the people who have the right to vote, but right to food. Does it was practically applicable? Please think regarding this. Please think. We had the right to vote, but the right to food was practically applicable when we have the insufficiency of the food. When we were facing the issues of food insecurity at that time, does it was practically applicable? No. At that time, MS Swaminathan ji has done a lot of things for the food security of our country, for the agricultural advancement of our country. Plant genetics, I told you. He has the vision that in the future there will be the advancement of biotechnology. Now we can see the BT brinjal, the BT cotton, and mustard, a lot of things, the biotechnological advancement, genetically modified crops we are seeing every day. MS Swaminathan has a great vision regarding this. Respected friends, social impact of the MS Swaminathan visionary ideas. He wants to reduce the digital divide because he knows that when India will grow, there will be the advancement in different sectors of our economy. Manufacturing sector, agricultural sector, service sector, all the sectors will boom. In that case, there will be the digital divide. MS Swaminathan has the visionary idea to reduce the digital divide. Therefore, he has worked a lot on the farmers' education. He has worked a lot on the digitalizations of the agricultural system, and on the same hand to aware the farmers also. That was the vision of MS Swaminathan ji. Hunger and nutrition. Friend, I told you, hunger and nutrition was two things which has a lot of impact on the economic growth and development. If you don't reduce this, then what is the matter of being an independent government? If you don't have the roti, kapda or makan, that was the basic amenities required for any living entity. If the government was not capable to do that, then what is the need of the government in that case? MS Swaminathan has the understanding of this. Therefore, he has also suggested the government time to time to bring the revolution, to bring the certain acts, to bring the certain policies which has a great impact on the nutritional security, food security, agricultural advancement, farmers' betterment, farmers' income, to increase the farmers' income, to reduce the farmers' stress. This was the vision of MS Swaminathan ji. Hunger and nutrition. And because of his a lot contributions, we have the right to food, National Food Security Act 2013, passed by the Parliament of India. A great welcome step. Whole world welcomed this step of India, National Food Security Act. Friends, MS Swaminathan ji was also the nominated members of Rajya Sabha from 2007-13. That was MS Swaminathan. Friends, I want to share some of his book written by him. Please, if you find time, please read that book. because the person like MS Swaminathan ji, he may be not with us with his body, with his physical body, but his idea will never die. His contribution will never be forgotten. His visionary steps will never reduce its positive impacts on the Indian economy, on the Indian society, on India as a whole. He has written many books. Few books I want to share with you. 50 Years of Green Revolution and Our Green Revolution. Remember your humanity pathway. Friend, please read this. And in the devotion of, in the gratitude of, condolences of MS Swaminathan ji, I want to say, future belongs to nations with grains, not guns. And this is the statement of MS Swaminathan. Therefore, UNEP says that MS Swaminathan ji regarded as the father of ecological economy. He has appreciated by a lot of prize and rewards, but in my understanding, he was much more than that. He was awarded as Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. He also got Ramon Magsaysay Award. He also got World Food Prize, Albert Einstein Science Prize, and many more. But MS Swaminathan ji was a reward. The work, the contribution of MS Swaminathan ji cannot be forgotten, because the food, that is the reason of living. Swami Vivekananda used to say, food is the first spirituality of the person who has no food. यदि कोई भूखा है तो भोजन उसका पहला अध्यात्म है. If any country are not capable to reduce the hunger, to reduce the food insecurity, it means that that country is not capable to give the good governance. And therefore, the contribution of MS Swaminathan ji had the great respect, had the great response, and it will have a great positive respect and impact to our country, India, and not only India, as a world. Thank you, all dear friends, and my last respect to MS Swaminathan ji. Thank you.